Hey guys, today's Friday, May the 19th of 2023, and I want to go over the dollar, energy, and metals. So without any further delay, let's get into it. Crude oil still in the squeeze play, but you can see the daily, it's chopping, and now we got a PPS buy signal, so there's some strength coming in. Somebody's buying it, so that's good. In regards to RBOB, kind of chop fest, still in a squeeze play on the weekly, but on the daily, it's looking good, positive. So I say I think it probably wants to trend higher and maybe test this 281 all the way to 289 and see if it could get up there. But so far on the daily is looking good. On the weekly, kind of chop, but could continue pushing higher like, crude. Natural gas, finally. Isn't it interesting? We're all getting, what is it? Hikanashi white trend candles. This is actually this is the weekly, so this is the daily. So on the weekly, RBOB and crude oil are a little more in chop fest. Natural gas is looking even better. Look at that. Histogram's looking good. Look at the daily. We broke above 252. Looks like maybe we want to test 302. We'll see. Squeeze play broke out. We got green signals to go long. So we want to squeeze play, and according to this indicator, that's the trigger to go long. And so far, price action is looking good. Could it be a trap? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Could it be a false breakout? Could it be a head fake? Dead cat bounce. All that stuff is possible. Just remember, just watch price action. On regards to heating oil, it's looked like it's getting a little bump. And you can see right here on the daily, what is it, 242. It's still struggling there. It's at 244. We needed to at least close above there. But so far, looks like the direction is to go higher. Let's go to the metals real quick and see what we got going there. Can't see what setting is this. Is this the weekly? Yep. So the top is all weekly, bottom is all daily. As you can see, we got a PPS sell signal. I've been warning you guys, there's going to be a correction coming on the metals. And if you didn't lock in some profits or something, or take some off the table, maybe it's a good time to do it now. If not, the dollar's going to put some more pressure on the metals. You can see the daily. We sold off. We took out this 1981 low. It was in a squeeze play, and looks like the trigger is to the downside. So I'm not surprised if there's more downside on the metals, which is maybe a good opportunity because you could load up. Maybe it's going to test 1810. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of pivots here. But it'll be nice if it tests that. That way you could bulk up, load up, and then ride one more wave higher, and maybe the dollar could go down and kiss the 98 target I've been waiting for. Same thing with silver. Silver was actually first. It was the one that was the weakest, and then came gold. As you can see on the daily, PPS sell signal, mobile bands are negative. The trigger to the downside, it got triggered here in the squeeze play short. So that's, it's going down. Copper, it's just chop fest. Nothing really happening here. Unless you take out 5 or take out 3, there's nothing really going on. You're just in chop fest. Trend traders hate this. And the squeeze play, looks like the pressure is back to the downside on the weekly. And so far, it's kind of just finding support here. What is this? Palladium. Chop fest. Let me open this up a little more. You can see 1649 as resistance and 1333 as support, but still positive. The mobile bands are still positive. As you can see, it retraced, failed new high, but failed new low. So kind of in between 1649 and 1405. So I will wait to see what is going to resolve. Who's going to be stronger, the bulls or the bears? So far, it's looking good, positive. Let's look at platinum real quick. Let's see. Platinum, kind of the same thing, on the weekly. I mean, it got a little, looked like it was going to be a breakout to test this high of 1198, but then it kind of pulled back, but still strong, nothing negative. And you can see on the daily, it's between this range of 1042 and 1137. So it's just kind of going sideways. We just got to see next week if it's going to crack down or go up. As you can see right here, it has a little indication that maybe it may want to test this again. Dollar, King Dollar. Remember I've been saying about King Dollar? Keep an eye on him because he's going to wake up. He finally woke up. Let's see when he woke up. He's woke. Did he woke? Is he a he, she, me, we? What is this dollar? Is it a boy, a girl? I think it's just called King Dollar. There you go. 512 right here. That's when it woke up. Broke out of the mobile band. It tried to do it here. I was eyeing it, thinking I was going to, but then it kind of consolidated more. I think the time was up. 512 came in, and look at that. Now it's kind of pulling back here a little bit, but we'll see how the close is. As long as it can stay above 102.80, it's looking good to maybe test 105.87. So keep an eye on the dollar. Keep an eye on the dollar. All right, let's go to, I got a lot of things to show you. Let's go straight over here. My 6 minutes. It's going to be really quick. Let's go to the Elliott wave clip real quick, and I'll show you what's going on there. Hey guys, so this is my Elliott wave chart. You can see we have done ABC. That was that 10:02, August 23rd high. We've pulled back. We have anything in regards to Elliott wave count yet, and that's on the monthly. We go to the weekly. It gets a little more detail. We got a wave 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending on a wave 3, working on a wave 4. So projections for wave 4 is 321 all the way to $4 and change. And then obviously, if you know Elliott wave, then there's a wave 5 coming in the future. And we already know that June and July are kind of stagnant, weak, slower, chop, weaker. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of get a nice little bump into May, or, maybe into the first week of June, or, somewhere around there, and then just kind of pull back to do a wave 5. If the Elliott wave count is correct on the weekly, because you know how that goes. This is all, subject to the eyes of the beholder. So it is what it is, and that's what, the count is. So let's see how that's going to play out. So if there's weakness, there is a wave 5 waiting for us in the future, and then, maybe start trending higher. Let's go into the daily. And the daily is interesting because we already know, let's see, that this one right here is the wave 5, the March 29th. And then we got a 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a wave 3. So if this is a wave 3, there should be a correction or a pullback for, a wave 4, which is 247, possible projections all the way to 239. And then obviously, end up with a wave 5 somewhere around 344. But if it's still grinding higher and wave 3 is not done yet, then there is a projection of 277 all the way to 318 for possible wave 3 targets. And then, do a 4 and then do a 5 and then end it there. But that's all I have there for the wave 5. Let's see if we put some fibs from that high of, March. Of 302 all the way to this low. You can see that we're about to kiss. So we're already kissed the Fibonacci, the 61.8. So, nice little, projection or, going trend higher. Can it push higher? Yeah, it could push higher. But, we're very close to where it could possibly maybe stall or stoke or, whatever, just kind of correct, maybe chop around here. But at least it got to the midpoint, which is your 50%, which is at 249. So that's a good thing. Stokes are positive. Let's take that out in regards to some Gann numbers. This is the 180 degree, and we hit just the, I have 2 of them that I'm using. This is the 270, and that's today, the 19. So we're very close to 270. I have targets up here all the way to 316 and 326 using this pivot high as a timing point of May the 29th. So, and you're very overextended on the linear regression channel, but, I wouldn't recommend buying here. It depends on price action, but if it pulls back anywhere around here or the midpoint, and you have this as risk, better entry would be down here if it pulls back, and then ride this. But just keep in mind that the higher it goes, the more probability is that there's going to be, a turnaround if the weekly is telling us that there's a wave 5, coming into the future somewhere around here, which we already know June, July are the weakest in regards to natural gas. So that's it for the Elliott wave. We'll move to the next clip. Okay, now that I show you the Elliott wave, what I'm seeing there, here is what we got. Nice PPS, not PPS, mobile bands are positive. Hikanashi trend candle white, that's good. Above the 20 on the weekly. MACD on the weekly looking good. This is looking good. Hockey stick on the monthly. And the most important thing is, in the short term, we are above the Kumo cloud. This is Ichimoku cloud. This is what the Japanese in Asia use. And this just kind of indicates that price in the short term is positive. You're above the 50%, which is right here, 248. The only thing that concerns me is we're very over extreme over the linear regression channel, which is right here. We're kissing it. This dotted gray line going down, that's the 100 SMA. We battling that out right there. So it's gonna be challenging to keep grinding higher. But as long as it keeps grinding, just trail your stops. But know that we're very, very overextended. If you miss this boat, a great entry will be to get in at 248, even more of a discount at the bottom of this channel. If they really want to flush it. I know there's a expiration Friday coming up today. So let's see how Monday's price action is, if they're going to just tank it. So that's when you probably want to wait and maybe build a position, one of these areas. But definitely here would be a nice little area. Support value area high is 252. Let's go to, let's see, volume profile. I don't think nothing's really changed, other than that. We are pushing above the point of control on the weekly, which is good. So if it goes like that, then the next level will be 302. And if we keep grinding higher, you got this right here, which is 338. And also this value area high, which is 369. Big picture level, that's on the weekly. And on the daily, obviously it's really 302 that you're going to go after, because you're above everything here. So that's good. Volume so far is looking good. 8 minutes here. Let's see. Let's go back to levels to watch. So for today, the daily is 270. That's one resistance level, and the next one is 278. I'll give you a little glimpse for next week. If we keep pushing higher, as of right now, I don't know where the close is, but where we're going to stall. 278 for next week and 289. Pivots to the upside, but it all depends. As long as we keep going higher, this is always going to change. But in regards to the monthly, we already hit one target. This is bigger picture, which is 267, and then the next one will be 282. So we already kissed here. So could it stall here? It could possibly stall here, but does it have more Momo to squeeze in? Yeah, 282 would be your next target. So those are your levels: 265, 282, 270, 278, and for next week 278 and 285. I wanted to show you my mind map. There's some things that I adjusted, and this is probably all going to change in regards to the commercial and large speculators. Looks like commercial are unloading and speculators are buying, but this is probably going to change once I get the data. Some dates that I'm watching. This is an Astro date, May 23rd and June 1st. This didn't work out. This didn't really work out. Some of these I'm still kind of watching. There's the 24th, which is a Tuesday, and that's a Monday. So those are the days I have on my radar. And I think that's it for Gann dates. Cycles, same thing. June 12th, our big cycle is going to be bottoming out. And the daily, using a 5-year average, it's up. And it peaks around July 13th of 2023. Elliott wave, you already know the targets. We're working on targets for wave 4, 321 all the way to $4. And on the daily chart for wave 3, 276 all the way to 319. Sentiment on the daily and the weekly are positive. Monthly is kind of flat. Let's go back to this chart. I'm already over my time. So lastly, we're going to end. Also, I want to do a correction on the calendar. I said, you gain most money. When you see it negative money, the dollar sign, that means you lose money. And the 17th, you would have lost the most money. So I kind of caught that. So I'm sorry. I want to do a correction, especially when you see it red. When you see it green, that means positive plus dollar sign. Ignore the times. I don't do anything with the times. It's just something with the calendar of Apple that puts times on it. And that's it. And we'll go over it over, this week coming up, what the days are saying and all that more in time, but I'm just kind of squeezing in some things. And lastly, we're at 268, square of 9. We blew through 265, 180 degree, 268. 269, that I could think that could be like a stall right there today, because that's where, price and time are colliding. So right here, I think maybe this could be it. But if we're going to squeeze some more, 274 to 277, because it lines up with the 194 and the 199 and the 273. So these are, targets for the extreme. But I think this is it for 269 right now. And then probably, either stall here or maybe Monday, maybe grind higher. I don't know. Or maybe just kind of retrace and kind of breathe a little bit. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you have a good trading day, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the dollar, energy, and the metals.